Don't be a stranger. Don't be shy. Let us know where you're from. Tell us about the weather. It's super hot here in Virginia, and of course we have lots of humidity to go with that temperature. So anyway, my name is Tammy Shia. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And welcome to Facebook Live in the Hive. I am so glad that you're here this evening. I'm going to change things up on you the rest of this month. You know how summer is. I'm trying to squeeze in as much family stuff as possible with the boys. And so I've had to move my schedule around just a little bit, okay? So I'm going to give you some Facebook dates for the rest of this month. And here they are. I went on and printed them out for you. Our next Facebook Live will be next Tuesday night, July 16 at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then the following week, we'll be here on Monday, July 22nd, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you are having trouble with your internet connection, maybe leave the broadcast, leave the Facebook page, and come back into it. And that usually helps. On my end, everything looks good. I don't have a weak signal. So anyway, take a screenshot, ladies, or jot it, put it on your phone now with an alarm since I'm changing things up. I hate to do that, but my mom's got a doctor's appointment next Wednesday out of town, and the following week I'm doing stuff with the babies, and so I still want to be here, but I've got to change things up. Also, the last Wednesday of July, which I did not put on here, I should have. I don't even know what that date is. But the last Wednesday of July, I will not be here that week at all. So that would be the week of July 29th. We will be on vacation that week. So these are the only 2 dates in July that I will be here, okay? Okay, well, I think we're ready to get started. I do want to remind you about our bonus days that are happening right now. So when you purchase $50 in Stampin' Up! Product, you earn a $5 bonus coupon. So for every $50 that you spend, you're going to earn a $5 bonus coupon. By the way, Jean, if you're still watching, Jean had talked to me earlier about placing an order. So Jean Anderson, if you're still listening, I know you were placing an order. You're going to earn a $5 bonus coupon for every $50 in product purchased. Then in August, you get to redeem those coupons. You can redeem them all at one time. You can, if you can do one at a time, but it's a great time to shop. Also, we've got this amazing glass mat that is available to customers. It's $60. That's going to earn you a $5 bonus coupon. So keep that in mind when you're doing your your shopping, okay? All right. Now, I don't know if you were with me yesterday. We had our Be Creative Tip Tuesday, and we made a cute little purse, and then I showed you just an accidental technique that just kind of happened in my stamp room the other day. So I'll show you the card, and then I'm going to show you what we made yesterday. Now you can find my Tip Tuesday right on my Be Creative Stamping Facebook page, okay? Just go to that page and scroll down, and it was yesterday's post, all right? So that would have been Tuesday. I'm losing track of my days. I'm sorry. I don't even know what the date is today right now, but yesterday, what was the date of yesterday, ladies? Help me. I don't have my calendar in front of me. I can't believe I am just blanking on that. But anyway, it was yesterday's post. So this was an accidental thing that happened. I was using the brayer, and I had done such a poor job using the brayer. And then I cut this out with one of the die cuts that's in the citrus bloom. And look how it turned out. It's got various shading. I mean, it's just like the coolest thing. So today's the 9th. Thank you so much. I wanted to say the 11th, but today is, or was yesterday the 9th. I need my calendar. I can't. All right, so this was yesterday's accidental die cut. So I did demonstrate on how that happened, so go back and watch the video. I won't spend time on that tonight. And then we made these cute little purses, and we put candy in them, and here they are. Isn't that a cute little purse? And then here's another little purse that we made right here. Thank you, Margaret. Yesterday was July 9th, so if you go to my Facebook page, you'll go to July 9th and you'll find the video. That's what I wanted to say all along. And there's another one. On this purse, I actually changed the paper, so they're different. And there's some lemon candy in one section. And then here's our little straw holder. I did leave you a link for the little lemon straw holder. You'll find that on yesterday's post too, Tuesday, July 9th, okay? All right, so these are the little purses we made. Don't miss out. They are so easy to make, and it's super quick, super fast. All right, so now I have lots of purses. Okay. Well, as many of you already know, if you were with me last week or if you were with me yesterday for Be Creative Tip Tuesday, excuse me, I'm sorry. You know that we're working with the Citrus Blooms bundle. And so let's see if I can find that bundle for you. It is right here. And you'll see the dies, and you'll also see a card sample, and I absolutely love that the lemons. Aren't they precious? I just love that lemon card a lot. So it's a wonderful bundle. We're going to be using it again tonight. Tonight we're making 4 cards, but they're mostly showing you different ways to layer things on cards. This is the designer paper, which is absolutely stunning. It is just so beautiful. So on one side, it's a double-sided design. One side you get fruit, the other side you get navy and balmy blue and basic white. It's just gorgeous. So as you can see, it is an amazing suite. I hate to leave this suite. We're going to move on and do Christmas in July next Tuesday. But anyway, I have had so much fun with this. It's not hard. So I'll show you some quick and easy things you can do tonight. If you missed me last Wednesday night, you can actually go to my blog, www.becreativestamping.com, and you can see the projects that we made last Wednesday night. And we have a detailed video for you. Here they are, just the bags. We did one with the oranges and one with lemons. So fun. And then Corinne, who watches every week, she's a weekly watcher. She made a box or bag over the weekend with stars, and it was red, white, and blue. It was super cute. So yeah, I'm in love with the entire suite. It really is quite lovely. All right, so let's see. We're about ready to get started. So I'm going to be pulling out my very first tray, and I'm going to show you some color combinations. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. And you know what? Let me get a piece of black paper. I think the cards show up so much better when they're against a solid color. So here's one here. Then here is another combination. This one's Night of Navy. Okay. So let me tell you about the colors and stuff here, and then we're going to be creating this card together, okay? All right. So this is a basic white card base, Granny Apple Green, and you'll learn the measurements when I make the card, okay? There's your designer paper. This is a Night of Navy circle. And then you're going to learn all about the coloring. We're going to do that together, okay? And I'll tell you which blends that I used. So then after making this card, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to make some more color variations. So then I tried this. This is Night of Navy. This is Peach Pie. It's, okay, this orange, that's Peach Pie. Designer paper. I did a white circle here. And then again, colored the very same way, same colors and everything. This is a really awesome layout. So give it a try with not only this bundle, but with other bundles. I mean, it's a very basic template. So it's one worth trying. So tonight we're getting ready to make one of these cards, okay? So let me move this, and we're going to try another color variation, and then I'll show you all the cards together again. This is Granny Apple Green, okay? All right, so I'm going to move my black out of the way, and I am going to be bringing in some grid paper right here. And we're going to start with that Granny Apple Green base, okay? And you know what? I'm going to do something. My paper likes to move. I love using my glass mat, but it's hard when I'm teaching because of the fluorescent lights in the room. The camera wants to pick up all of that. All right. So let's talk measurements. What do you think of this color combination? We're going to use Night of Navy, and this is going to measure 5.5 inches by 2.25 inches. And then your designer paper is going to be 5.5 inches by 2 inches, okay? So that's what we're going to start with. I just love this paper. It's so amazing. All right. And you can certainly use this paper with other stamp sets because you've got that blue and white. All right. So I'm going to center this so we've got a little bit of a border on each side. Okay. And then we're going to add some more snail. And by the way, for those of you who have trouble with Stampin' Seal, it glides beautifully on this glass mat. It really, really does. All right, I'm going to line this up so that I can use my grid lines and figure out about where I want this. And I am thinking about right here we'll do it. Okay? Actually, that's a little... I'm going to bring it a little bit lower, okay? So let me line this up again. Do y'all ever use your grid lines for lining things up? Sometimes I totally forget about them. I think that will do it. Okay, there we go. All right, now this is where I need your help. Okay, well actually, you know what? Let's color first, and then you're going to help me select the circle that's going to go on top, okay? All right, so you might want to grab pen and paper because I'm going to give you some different options for your Stampin' blends. Just in case you don't have a certain color at home, you could use a color that you do have at home. All right, so let's start with pecan pie. And I am going to use the light pecan pie. I'm going to zoom in even closer. By the way, I did not tell you, I inked this image in black Memento ink, okay? That's all I did because I'm going to color with blends, and so that's why I need this ink pad. And then I cut it out using the dies. It is a very simple cut. It's nothing fancy. Then I'm going to take the light pecan pie and I am coloring the stem. All right, we'll get that stem out of the way. And so that's where that goes. Can you see that okay? I'm gonna zoom in even more. All right, if you don't have pecan pie, don't panic. You could use crumb cake, the light or the dark. I'm thinking dark crumb cake would be great. You could also use soft suede. Remember soft suede before it retired? And you could also use some of our natural tones because we have lots of browns in the natural tones. So lots of options for you. Since we're using a Granny Apple Green card base tonight, we're going to use Granny Apple Green blends. Now you could also use Old Olive, and that would be absolutely fine. It would work beautifully. It would be a little bit darker, but it would work just fine. You could also use Lemon Lime Twist. That's a newer color. So that is certainly something that you can try. I am using the dark Granny Apple Green right now, and I am just doing my little outline, okay? And then we're gonna do this one. And I am doing all the veins here in the leaves. Stampin' Up's done all the work for us. That's where we need to accentuate our color. And so I'm doing a little bit of that right now. Now, if you're in one of my clubs, we are going to be coloring this weekend with the blends that we're using right now. And this will be, you'll be coloring the fruit. And so you're going to be doing the very same thing. And again, I'm getting the veins done. Do you all color like this? First of all, when planning for this class, I really thought I was going to do watercolor. And by the way, watercoloring would be absolutely beautiful with this. I was going to do watercolor, and I thought, you know what? Let me just do the blends, and then I'll do the watercolor. Well, guess what? I really, really like the blends with this. So I never even tried watercolor, but I need to. It's this stamp set is certainly designed to use watercoloring with it. Now I'm going to go to the light, and I am going to finish coloring in the leaves. Okay. Now, I'm not the best of colorers by any means, but I have found this to be really fun and therapeutic, and I've really been enjoying coloring the fruit. And honestly, I was scared to color the orange. I'm like, I'm really gonna mess this up, but they look fairly good, so we'll go with that. All right. Now, did you know that if you let this dry for a few minutes, okay, you can go back over, by the way, it's light Granny Apple Green. You can go back over your color and make it a little bit darker. So let it dry really well, and then you can go back if you want to and shade a little more. So now we're ready to do flowers. So we're going to start with, I'm going to start with a light Daffodil Delight, okay? Now, if you have So Saffron, which has now retired, if you have the So Saffron or Saffron, you could use that as well. And in just a few minutes, you're going to see me use Lemon Lolly. All right, so that's light daffodil. And then I'm going to come in with dark Lemon Lolly. And I'm going to use the brush tip. And I'm going to finish shading in the flowers. So options for your flowers: Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lolly, So Saffron or Saffron, and can y'all think of any other yellows that maybe I've missed? Okay. So now we're ready to color the orange, and I am actually, let me see, I think I'll stick with peach pie, but you could certainly use pumpkin pie, and we're going to use pumpkin pie later, okay? So I'm going to start with the dark peach pie, and I'm using my brush tip, and I'm going to be doing the outline of the orange. All right. And that is the dark. Now I'm going to stop and I'm going to go to the light, okay? And you know what? That's light pumpkin pie. And you know how I could tell my tip is getting very saggy. So I don't want the pumpkin pie. I want peach. Here we go. Dark peach. Found it. But like I said, we're definitely going to be using some pumpkin pie as well. So you'll see me blend those in the next card. And what I'm trying to do is make this little center a little bit lighter than the rest of the orange. So I'm taking that dark pink, peach pie, excuse me, and just adding a little more. And I hope with the lighting that you were able to see what's going on. And I just kind of left that little area lighter. So what do you think? What do you think? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some dimensionals, okay? And I love to load these oranges and lemons up with lots of dimensionals. And then we'll add a few minis. It's really easier than you think. I was so nervous to color that orange, and I am no professional, girls, and it really turned out well. I'm really happy with it. All right. So who has this on their list? Somebody was telling, was it you, Tina? Did you tell me yours arrived today? Somebody said their bundle arrived today. Or was it Terry? Somebody in our group tonight. Now, of course, we can always add Wink of Stella, which we can at the very end. Oh, I shouldn't have peeled all of that off. I wish I hadn't done that, but that's okay. It's still going to work for us, okay? All right, so here we go. This is our card base we've been working on. Now, I haven't punched out all the little holes, okay? But you'll be able to help me as far as what color circle to use. So there we are with a white circle. All right, so that's one of our choices. Hi, Margot. This circle here is pumpkin pie. Ooh, that's really making this pop, y'all. It's really popping. All right. Yay, Tina's got hers. Tina, will you be making cards tomorrow? Here we are with peach pie, which I also like a lot. I think I'm going for the peach pie. It really makes the orange pop. And then here we are in Night of Navy. So we have choices. We have basic white, pumpkin pie, Night of Navy, or peach. Peach pie or Night of Navy. I think that was the order I gave you. So tell me what you think. Which one should we go with? And I'll start popping out those little paper pieces. I wish I knew how to take a Facebook poll. Oh, everybody likes peach pie. Yay. Corinne, pumpkin or peach? Okay. All right. Well, I'm so glad you're going to case it. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. So Miss Nancy got her order. Her order arrived, but she's missing her opal rounds. Everybody's liking peach. Gail likes navy. Well, girls, let's do peach pie. All right, let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to punch out all my little pieces. By the way, can someone tell me the name of this die that I'm using? It's not with the citrus blooms. It's with another set. Joyce also says peach pie. Okay, and Sonia says pumpkin. It's really hard because, quite honestly, ladies, they all go so beautifully with it. All right. Hi, Pam. Janice likes navy. I know navy looks great on everything. It always gives it a pop. All right, let me get that little piece. So can y'all tell me which die? Yep, you got it, Margaret. Spotlight on Nature. That is the die set I'm using. Love this. Trying to get all my little pieces out. So fun. Ah, almost there, girls. All right. All right, I think I got it. And we're gonna pop this up too, because it just really looks so good, all popped up. And I'm gonna show you all three of them again, okay? So you get to see them again. Sounds good, Nancy, sounds good. I know, I had something missing from my order the other day as well. And it's like, it's all right. It's not a big deal. I'll call. We'll get it taken care of. So here we are. We're going to add that. And then I'm going to grab a banner. Okay. Let me grab a banner. Now, did I bring the stamp over here? There is no telling. Did I bring the stamp? Hang on. I may have left that. No, it's right in front of me. I'm going to be using Night of Navy. Oh, thank you, Mary Lou. It's good to have you here. We are just finishing up our very first card, and I'm going to show you some more samples. You're the best kind of person. This greeting is part of the citrus blooms, okay? I can't pick up anything. All right, I am going to be adding, I'm going to add a dimensional behind that, and then I'm going to add another one. We're going to be cutting off part of this banner, so I don't want to put a dimensional over here on the end, okay? All right. Would the brush help to get those little pieces out? Ooh, or doesn't Stampin' Up! Sell brushes? Well, guess what, Pat? I have the brush. and I always forget to use it. Pat, do you have the brush? Do you use yours? I don't know why I don't use it. I never think about it. It's really silly. We've got that wonderful brush attachment. We have a couple of different brushes too. All right. Let's add some embezzlements. I love these, okay? I don't even know if I'm gonna have enough for class this weekend. So if you have these and you're coming to class, bring them. It's opal rounds, item number 163298. And we will put, let's see, let's put a big one here. And then I'm gonna take, I'm just trying to pick these up. I am having a time. And I'll put one about right there. All right, are you ready to see all three cards? Let's take a look. Let me get my black paper. Here's the one we just made. Oh, you know what else we didn't do? We have to do this. We have to add some more. Now, I like to take this little clear one and put it on the orange. Let me zoom in so you can see these embezzlements, okay? And then you could take a small yellow one and put on one of the flowers. And then you could take a bigger one and put there, okay? Now, this is also a great time to use your Wink of Stella. All right, I always like to use it last so that it can dry on the card. So we'll do the leaves. Y'all are probably saying, let's do all of it. All right, so Stella is in the house tonight. That's what I love to call it. We'll go ahead and put some glimmer here too. And we'll add it on these leaves. We're just going to do the whole thing just because we can. How about that? You know what? I think I forgot one little area to color. Right there. Oh, gosh. Oh, goodness. All right, let's see, where else do I need to put it? I think we'll put it on the flowers now. I'm trying to read y'all's comments. And then we'll go ahead and we'll add it to our orange as well. Ah, just loving this. Just loving this. So, so fun. I'm gonna get it all. Susan, I absolutely love your comment. It makes total sense. Total sense. Yep, you gotta, there's usually a black ring right here, and you have to remove that in order to get it to work. That's great. All right, that's, oh, I can zoom out now. All right, girls, that's the card we just created. And then this was the first one that I showed you. And then here is the other one. So what do you think? It's kind of a trio, isn't it? But I just thought it was super fun, and I hope you like them. And I will get pictures of those along with the supply list, and I'll let everybody know when it's there, okay? But super easy card, great layout. Give it a try. It's an easy one. Oh gosh, Susan, you made my night. I love it. Made my night. Okay, so let's go ahead. By the way, I won't be giving these away tonight because I need them as samples for my classes, all right? So I'm sorry. I know that you would really, really like to, for me to give these away, and it would be lots of fun. Okay, so let's talk a few minutes about the dies. Okay, so let me get the dies. And we still have 3 cards to make. I'm very ambitious tonight. But I want to share the dies with you. Okay, so here we go. Okay, and let me see. Oh, you know what? This one will work. Let me show you something. Okay, so to get this design, we'll move that out of the way. You lay this on your cardstock. All right, you lay the die on your cardstock. There we go. Now I got it. All right. Then you lay this on top, and you can center this and cut them both at the very same time. Okay? And when you use those 2 dies together, this is what you're going to get. Okay? All right, now let me show you something else. Let's go back and do that again. It's just like we're building a sandwich. All right. And I had that so perfectly. And I think, do I need to turn that around? No. Okay. Now, if you add this die, which I believe goes this way, all right, see this die? You can actually cut all 3 pieces at one time, okay? When you cut all 3 pieces at one time, you get this. That's what you will get when you cut all 3 pieces at the very same time. By the way, do you see this white underneath? That is an adhesive sheet. So that's what you're seeing, okay? I guess I could have taken it out. I didn't think about it. So everybody understand that? So you've got 3 pieces, and if you use all 3 pieces together, you are going to get this, okay? All right, I'm going to show you something else. If you take a sheet of cardstock, 4 1/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches, that means it's going to cover the front of your card base, okay? If you cut a piece of cardstock 4 1/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches, take this piece, okay, and cut. Just center the die on this sheet of cardstock. You are going to get this, okay? And so I have one more thing to show you, and then we're going to build the card. You can take your designer paper. I know this could be another Tip Tuesday, right? Take your designer paper and cut it out with this, and you get this shape. All right, and so now we're going to build the card, and we're going to build it using Old Olive card base, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add this piece and center it on the card base. All right. It's hard for me to see where I put seal because of the designer paper is really busy with fruit. I'm just centering this, okay? Just like that. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to add it. What do you think? So, and I think here I can probably use the seal. You could also use your liquid glue. Come on. Okay. And then we're just going to add this right here. Okay? All right. Now, I thought that it would be fun to add some granny apple green in the middle, but you're going to help me make that decision, okay? Because I'm not sure yet. All right. So we've already colored this, and you know how to color this. I'm going to zoom in for you so you can get a much closer look now at the card. And I'm going to go ahead and add dimensionals. Let me show you what it looks like first. Would you add that? That's what it looks like if we add granny apple green. Yep, I'm kind of thinking no too, Leslie Claire. Let me try something else though, okay? Let's try something else. What if I put old olive and then put that down? Let me zoom in some more so y'all can get a really good look, okay? Or do we want this? And I think I know what your answer is gonna be. Yep, I think y'all are right. Very good. I agree, we're not gonna use the green at all. All right. And then we'll add some little minis. Donna's like, no granny apple, no granny green. Oh my God, that's hilarious. All right, okay, we just like the blue. All right, I am loving this. I love your thoughts. All right, sometimes, you're right, Sue, sometimes less is better. And I know personally, I can get a bit carried away because I like to, you know, add all the things. Joyce just likes the blue too. All right, that's great. Well, as you can see, this is like a super quick card. All right, we're gonna add this and we'll put it about right here, okay? Now, something we'll do, we're gonna add some thread, and I don't know if you've seen this Baker's Twine, but for those of you who did Creativity Now, if you signed up for that, you pre-order this thread. It will be in the mini in September, okay? It will be in the mini, and it's called Natural Tones Linen Thread. So if you didn't do Creativity Now and order the suite, you'll be able to do that in September. We're gonna add some navy thread. I'm gonna be cutting 2 pieces. Hi, Simone, how are you? How are you, how are you? All right, we'll put that back. I cut 2. I'm gonna be tying a bow, ladies, okay? All right, here we go. I know, it's such a beautiful suite. Oh my gosh. So much fun to create with. You might be talking about the other suite, Susan. It was called Wintry. What was it called? Wintry something. I'm sorry. Wintry Nest. I can't remember. Who did Creativity Now and remembers the name of that suite? And I was just looking at it yesterday. All right, we're gonna add a little glue dot. And, whoops, my glue dot did not come off. So we're gonna try that again. Wintry Trees, thank you, Susan. That is what you were talking about. That is, all right. All right, and you know, I'm I'm not even sure this navy is showing up that great. We can always take it off. All right. All right, well, we'll add some words from the stamp set. I have got a little banner. This banner is from Stylish. No, it's from Stylish Shapes. I'm trying to remember where this banner is from right now. This always happens to me because I kind of feel like I'm put on the spot, and then it's like, oh my gosh, I can't remember. So I'll make sure it gets on the supply list though. Wintry treetops. Did something happen to the comments, Leslie Claire? Did something happen? All right, I'm gonna put all the love right there. Trying to use the greetings that are part of the bundle. Of course, I'm gonna have to use dimensionals again, right? Oh, it's either Stylish Shapes, or is it? I can see it. I can see it in my head, and I just can't. All right. You know what? I think I am kind of liking this. I'm not sure where I want the words. Where do y'all think we should put the words? The words. Maybe here. Y'all tell me. Where do we want our words? Should I just put them right here? I think that's where I shall stick them. Oh my gosh. So here is our second card. It's not Tasteful Labels. I'm sorry. It's sitting across the counter, and I just, it has like 4 different size banners, so I like to use them a lot. Okay, so here again, you could add embellishments, which this time, I'm not going to have any for class. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I am having so much fun with these embezzlements. I still have a lot of clear left. Whoops. You flipped over. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a navy. Put right there. All right. I may change this up. I think it's probably Stylish Shapes to, is where that banner came from, is what I am thinking. All right. But I may switch that up, ladies, later. I'm not quite sure I'm happy with where that is. But when I take the picture, you'll see what we end up doing. So that is our second card. I'm going to show you one more thing. I have no idea what this is going to look like, but I want to try it, okay? Here is an old olive die cut. And, oh gosh. That's what the old olive would look like on there. So that's actually really pretty as well. So there's just so many different combinations, but I did want to show you by cutting that cardstock at 4 1/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches. Then you center this die. Let me get the die. You center the die on the paper, and you'll get this beautiful border. So that was the reason for this card. So I just want you to know all the variations that you can possibly have. All right? Okay, well, we're going to move on to card 3. And this one we're going to also be putting together. All right. And let's see. We're going to use that green. Sorry, y'all are looking at absolutely nothing on the screen. but we're going to be using this green, okay, on our next card. All righty. So we're going to stamp the larger image, okay? For the last two cards, we have been using the single orange, okay? And now we are going to use one that has 3 oranges. And I'm going to show you how to color this one as well. And we'll pretty much use the same Stampin' blends, but I might tweak it a little bit differently, okay? We may tweak this. All right, so this is a pretty large stamp. It is on block E, and so you're going to want to ink this upside down. And you'll use black Memento ink because you're coloring with Stampin' blends, okay? Now, if you were watercoloring, you would want to use black Stays On ink, okay? Which works well with water. So I'm kind of stamping that upside down. I'll turn it around. And now we have our image. So it's beautiful line art, just lovely. And then the die is right here. And you just build your sandwich and roll this through the machine. Yes, Jean, Florida oranges for you. Absolutely. Yep. So it's just a really easy set to work with. Okay, so we're gonna do some coloring. I've already taken the time to cut one out. All right, so we don't have to wait to have it cut out for us. And again, I'm gonna start with pecan pie. And we've already talked about this. If you don't have pecan pie, use crumb cake. You can also use our natural tones, which are skin tones. A lot of those browns will work. And you can also use soft suede. Did I mention all the browns? Did I get them all in there? This time we're going to let's do our leaves in Old Olive. Would you like to do that? And we'll see how it looks. Although, yeah, gotta look good. Let's do Old Olive. Okay. So Old Olive. We're going to be using the light Old Olive here. You can also use Granny Apple Green. You could use Mossy Meadow, but that's going to be much darker. And if you want to go lighter, use Lemon Lime Twist. Did I get all the greens? All right. And let's see here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll get our leaves done now. But I did want us to color one of these in Old Olive. This is the light. I'm gonna switch over to dark, okay? And I am doing the veins here. Now you'll definitely want to watch because when I get ready to color the oranges, I'm gonna change things up a bit as far as coloring, as far as the colors. So this one's just a little more involved. It definitely has more leaves. It's got 3 oranges instead of just the 1. All right. Oh, I forgot about Shy Shamrock. You could. You really could. It would really brighten things up, wouldn't it? But that is a definite. That's one of our newest in colors. By the way, just in case you don't know, this glass mat that I'm coloring on is available. It's available to customers. and you can earn a $5 bonus coupon. All right, and I'm just going to do a little bit of an outline here on some of the leaves, not all of them. Or maybe all of them. Again, this is one of those things where I'll stamp and cut a lot of these, okay? And that way, if I'm in front of the TV, I can actually color while I'm watching TV. By the way, I have switched over to light Old Olive, okay? And so now I'm using the brush tip because the leaves are large, and the brush tip will give us lots of coverage. All right. You know, Rosemary, I'm thinking I'm a former teacher as well, and I have this feeling that I've always enjoyed coloring too. It had just been a really long time, but especially with these blends, oh my gosh, it's just so easy to color. It makes you look like you know what you're doing, for sure. All right, we are almost there. Thank you for being patient. Now what I'm doing is I'm just going back. Oh, here's another leaf. Another one. All right, just going back over some of my lines. You can let your color dry and go back and color over again with the very same blend. So try that sometime too. Take that same color blend, let it dry, and then go back and color some more. I have a communication error. All right. Ladies, I have a communication error. I'm not sure what's going on. Hopefully the broadcast will not be interrupted again. Let me know if you are still here. How about that? Because I got a notification that something might be wrong. Now I'm going to use dark Lemon Lolly this time for the centers. I'll go ahead and just color those little buds in dark Lemon Lolly. Everybody here, just let me know that you're out there watching. I seem to get a notification error and I don't know why. Now I'm going to go to the light Lemon Lolly, which is right here, and I'm going to color in these flowers. All right. And I'm going to color in this one as well. It says I'm recording. Can someone leave me a comment that you are watching? All right. Hey, Tom, can you do me a quick favor? I'm going to try some dark daffodil. Just kind of brighten things up. I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. Hey, Tom. All right. I wanted to see. It says I'm recording, but I'm not seeing comments. So I will continue to work on this. All right, so the first orange I'm going to do is going to be my lightest one, and that's going to be in Peach Pie. Hang on one second. I just want to be sure that we're still recording, even if I can't see comments. All right. All right. So here is dark peach pie. Sorry. Dark peach pie right here. Right along here. All right. I'm still in dark peach pie, but I have changed over to the brush tip, okay? Now I'm gonna switch over to light. And we're gonna finish, that is pumpkin pie. I keep getting those two mixed up. Here we go. Here is light. All right. Okay. And we're gonna finish up this one. This one is all in peach, okay? Sorry, I'm a little distracted because I'm not sure what's going on with the broadcast, okay? All right, so now my next one, I'm gonna pull out pumpkin pie, okay? And let's do the dark here. Let me see if I have an internet connection. Yeah, I do. All right, this time we're doing the pumpkin pie. And I'm going to go around this little outline here. This is the dark pumpkin pie, by the way. All right. And then I'm going to take my light pumpkin pie and I am going to finish coloring this. All right, and I don't know, my brush tip really is not working that great, and so I would absolutely love to use that right now, but it's not. I need to order another set. I'm just going over, this is the light pumpkin pie, okay? I'm just trying to blend this with the dark pumpkin. Hey, Tom. Let's see if my husband can check our internet connection. All right. So far, we have peach pie, and this is actually pumpkin pie, so it's almost a little bit darker. All right. So hang on one second. Alrighty. Alrighty, so we have one more to do, and this time I'm gonna do a combination of pumpkin pie and peach pie, okay? All right, so here we are. Trying to stay within those lines. Let's get around here. We're almost done with this. These take just a little bit longer because there are 3 of them. All right, and now I'm going to take, let's try the dark peach pie, which is really just a shade lighter than the pumpkin. And then let's do a little blending. And maybe what I'll do is, let's try that light peach pie. All right, and it is done, okay? So let's go ahead, and this time I am using a Night of Navy card base, which is right here, and I'm going to tape this right here. Actually, what I might do, let's go ahead and let's add this to the top of the designer paper, okay? I'm gonna add a little bit of liquid glue here. All right. And I'm just gonna put some on the edges. This is also a great place to try those adhesive sheets, which I do tend to use quite a lot of. I'm not sure why I didn't use it for this. Okay, and we'll flip this over, although I see just one. Where is my take your pick tool? I see one little piece of paper that needed popping out. All right, so here we go. We're adding that, and I just found another little piece of paper. See if we can get that one popped out. Yep. I'm actually going to pop this up. I think it'll look really nice popped up on this Night of Navy card base. All right. Let's see. We need to just slice off some of these. Whoops, we'll put one there, and we'll put one there. All right, so we're gonna pop this up. Okay, and we're gonna add it to a standard Night of Navy card base, just like this. And then look what we're gonna do. We're gonna add that, okay? So let's go ahead. And add dimensionals here. Put one there, and there, and there. How's it looking? I know we have enough. I'm just having fun with all of these little edges. All right. And we will add this right here, okay? And you can certainly dress it up and pop it up with embellishments and with the navy twine. Even white twine would look pretty with this one. And you can also add your wink of Stella and a greeting. So here is another idea using this die cut. All right. So I've got one more to share with you, and we're going to be putting this one together. I'm going to move this out of the way, and the next one we're going to create, and it's our last one, it is a basic white card base, okay? And then I have taken, a piece of Night of Navy. It measures 4¼ inches. Let me get the ruler. 4¼ inches right here. And 5½ inches. Okay? All right. So we are going to add this now, and we'll do that with Stampin' Seal. All right. We'll just add this in the corners. You're going to notice that this is torn a little bit, but it's not going to show for what we're creating, okay? So don't worry about that. It's still usable. And now we're just going to add this to the top. Okay, now remember, let me see if I still have that piece. I probably don't. Remember that piece of designer paper that I showed you? This is the negative piece of it. Let me grab a piece. Okay, so if you cut a piece of designer paper at 4¼ inches by 5¼ inches, this should work. Let me see. Yeah. So it's 4¼ by, 5½. I knew something was off. So you want your designer paper to be, let's do this again, 4¼ inches by 5½ inches. All right. And then what you'll do is you take your die. This will be your piece of paper, okay? You've cut it 4¼ inches by 5½ inches. You're going to take your outline die and you're going to center it on your designer paper, okay? And run it through the machine, and when it comes out, you're going to have this frame. And this is what we are going to add to the top. And I'm just putting a little bit of liquid glue in a couple of places. And we're going to pick that up. And we are going to lay this on top. Okay, and so now you have our design right here, and we're going to add these lovely flowers here, okay? So just wanted to give you lots of different variations for using the dies. My fingers are so sticky right now that the paper is just sticking to my fingers. But we almost have it. Maybe I really didn't need this many dimensionals, but it was certainly fun. All right, and here we go. We have got our very last card done. All right, so these were the last two cards, just a few more ideas on how to use the Citrus Bloom bundle. Thanks so much for being with me this evening, and I'll be back for my next Facebook Live in the Hive on Tuesday, July 16 at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much and have a great evening.